So, good afternoon. Welcome back to another stream. And today I'm going to talk about daily transfer updates. And if you like the video, could you please take a like on the video, smash the likes up, and please subscribe if you are new. And also leave your comments in the sections down below. And yeah, it's been a productive day. I went to Plessy Beach, not Plessy Beach, Plessy Park, which is not far from Morpeth. And it's been a fantastic time with the kids. And my son absolutely enjoyed it, even though he's quiet. And it's just been great. And definitely doing it again because it's been a great couple of hours out there. So if you got kids, taking the Plessy Parks and also taking the Bowlam Lakes as well, because Bowlam Lakes is wonderful, beautiful. And it is what it is, and it's enjoyable to see. It's fun, it was busy, it was packed, and who say there's no lockdown? Wow, there you go. So before I talk about today's topic, Kris Ajer from Celtic, I just want to read the comments. I say, Thomas, evening, John, evening to you. Afternoon, Paul, hope you're okay. I'm fine. And keep it tuned, James. Hello, John. Me, hope you're buddy. I'm absolutely fine. The kids are great and can't go wrong with that. And he also said 8 minutes AR. I'm going to talk about him just now. I mean, he's a good player and shame Scottish football never demands much higher fees or never demands higher fees. But I guess that's a good thing. Or you could trade Joe Linton. Yes. I don't think you go to Celtic anytime soon. They're not pay £86,000 a week. If they do that, they're going to have to pay Edward the same money. And talking of Edward, he could be on his way in the summer. So, without further ado, let's talk about Kris Ajer. And he plays for Celtic, and he's Norwegian international, and he's been running for around 5-6 seasons now. And for me, he's a decent defender, 6'6", and he's, like I say, he can play in the midfield as well. He can play a fullback if needs to be, and he's quite comfortable playing via a back if needs to be as well. And he as a leader. And this player, for me, I think he's a decent player, and I think he keeps things simple at the back as well. Strong in the air, scores some goals, and he's been really, really decent. Like I said, Celtic fans loves him, and he's got one more year left on his contract, expires in 2021-22 season. And for me, I think, like I said, he's decent. And according to Newcastle, they offered, well, according to the Mail and the Scottish Sun, we offered £8 million for this player. And I think for me, that'd be a canny deal. The problem is, Celtic will a lot more money than that because they rate him highly. They want between 30 and 35 million pounds for the defender. Now, whether they get that now, I very much doubt it. But if we offer between 15 and 16 million pound, depend, and I take him at Newcastle, then believe you and me, I think Celtic will sell. But also, it's after Kris as well, it's AC Milan as well. They've been sniffing around this guy for about a year or two now, and if they come in for him, we know where he's going to go, and it will not be Newcastle. But according to assistant manager Bede Hagglin, who's played for Fulham, remember him? He was told that he has to leave the Scottish League to test himself into a higher league, and he's quite right. So the Premier League could be a way forward, or he can go to the best league in the world, in my opinion, to Serie A and play with AC Milan. Who would you choose, Newcastle or AC Milan? I'll tell you, yes, it will not be Newcastle. I've been to Milan, and it is a fantastic fashion, world-class city. Things to do there, nice restaurants, nice lasses, nice people, and the real address is absolutely classy. So if Ajer had a choice where to go, I think I'll choose Milan, if I'm honest with you. But then again, you might think the Premier League is the world's best league. Not in my estimation, but there you go. And yeah, if you like the comments, please smash it up, stick a like on it, and subscribe if you are new. And tell me, would you take this guy to our club? Just got some more comments here. Decent defender in Scotland. Yeah, you talk about Virgil van Dijk. when everyone said he left Celtic, said, he's great for Celtic, but he's not, may not be great in England. But I tell you what, Virgil van Dijk is a fantastic baller. Him is a world-class baller. Let's be real. And James said, I found a way we could call money back for Joe Linton. Get all clubs to buy raffle tickets for a £1 per ticket. Then once we sold 40 or more, we pick up a ticket out of the hat and off he goes. Yeah. Good point there. Paul said, no way will come to us. Not if you get relegated, it won't do. And Jim said, to be honest, it's pointless being linked with players like Ajer because he will want Premiership football and he won't want to come play for the Championship. Yeah, I totally agree there. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. I mean, I want to do daily transfer updates every day for me. The problem is, we might not be in the Premier League thanks to the way the club's being run. And Steve Bruce, he's to blame because he should have walked. And then again, Mike Ashley is also to blame for defending and keeping loyalty to this fraud of a manager. So for me, the club is in such a whole mess. It is unbelievable. And I've said it many, many a time. Something needs to happen because unless things don't change, we could be getting relegated. Well, probably Mike Ashley might gamble 30 million for us to stay up. And tell you what, when we get relegated, I hope you lose the flipping lot. There you go. So we talked about Kris Ajer. Would I take him? Yes, I would. If I stay up, we definitely need a change in the team. You definitely need that club, have a clear out. I want to clear out in the summer. I really do. Whether we should leave it up or not, we see what happens. Now, what I want to talk about as well is Miggy Aimiron. Now, Miggy has joined us a couple of seasons ago on Rafa Benitez for £21 million, right? And the guy, what you see is what you get. The lad is absolutely fantastic when he does play. And the way Steve Bruce has treated him, he's treated him with utter contempt. So, according to his agent, he came out yesterday and he said that he wants to join a league that is fighting for titles and fighting for qualifying for European football and not fighting relegation. Now, it's been said that if it hadn't been for the pandemic, then he would have been away long ago. But clubs are after him: Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, and a couple of clubs from the Premier League. And maybe he just wants to try a different league. But if he does go, I won't blame him because this player has been absolutely fantastic. He works hard. He smiles on his face. But of late, he hasn't been smiling, hasn't he? Let's be real about it because he's seen a bit peed off of the way Steve Bruce has treated him, the way he played football. And Steve Bruce is backing him to keep us up. But he's got to play in the right position. He's got to play as a 10 role. And for me, if he does leave, then others will leave as well. But Mike Ashley just doesn't seem to care. He doesn't seem to care. Steve Bruce is absolutely hapless. He's helpless. He should have gone first, get a decent manager in, and then maybe, just maybe, will be a Premier League team come next season. But as things stand, again, we're done. Simple as that. And if we do lose him, then I'll be absolutely gutted. And I've got comments here as well. You've got Thomas here. Looks class. Paul, wouldn't you have Lee Johnson as our manager? Probably not. Now he's at Sunderland, but I don't think it'll come. He wants to be manager, not head coach. And James Mig has to manage his agent, find a new club, as he wants to play for a team that fights, and we simply aren't doing that under Bruce. Yeah, James, you're right, mate. Totally agree. But how much he's going to be worth? For me, I think we'd probably be lucky to get around £30 million for this guy. He's still young. He's 27 years old, and he's still got time on his side. But at the end of the day, I enjoy watching this guy play. He makes things happen, and he's just seems to be invested about by Steve Bruce. And let's be honest with you, if I was Miggy, I'd just say, look, lad, if you want to get away, get yourself away. And he will not be the only one who wants to leave the club. And this is why Bruce needs to be sacked. But again, if I was the players, I'd go up to Lee Chandley now and just say, look, sort this out. We're not happy with this manager. We want him out now. Get him out. But where is Lee Chandley? Where is he? What is he actually doing? Is he on furlough? Wow. I don't know what to say, man. But it's just so frustrating. We hear absolutely out from him. And that is not the way to run a football club, honestly. So we move on for that one. And the next one we're going to talk about is Fabian Schar. Now, according to the Chronicle and other media outlets, we are going to activate or exercise his 1 year extension to his contract just to get a fee for him in the summer if we do get relegated. Now, this should have got sorted out months ago. And when he went off an injury and he was told to be at the end of the season, we should have offered him a new deal. Do you know what I mean? Just activate that contract for another year. He's 29-year-old. For me, he's been playing really well for the last couple of games to have a bad injury. And for me, I still think he's a classy defender. Sav, if you listen to us, pet, I've said some nice things about this guy. So the bottom line is, yeah, if we activate his year contract, we can get a fee if we get relegated. And when he's fit again, I don't think he'll be back. I think he's done for the season. And my advice is don't rush back, son, because at the end of the day, Bruce won't pick you. And who's after him? Accordingly, Barcelona want him as well, apparently. And according to one or two media outlets. And back a couple months ago, Inter Milan want him as well on the free in the summer. And see, look, he's had to pick his clubs. He's played in Germany, he played in Spain, he's played in the Premier League, and now Italy could be his next port of call to play all 4 major leagues. And if he decides to go to Italy, I wish him well because I think that's a perfect league for him. I think he'll have more time on the ball, and I think the guy's absolutely decent for us, yeah. And he's just a top player. So, guys, what do you think? Would you give him another year's contract if we stay up, or would you activate it now? Tell us what you think. Leave a comment in the sections down below, and please do smash the likes up and subscribe if you're new. Got some more comments. If one big name leaves, you can guarantee the rest of the big names will follow, and that's something we simply can't have happening. Do you know what it is, James? It's going to happen. For me, Mike Ashley's washed his hands off of the club. He just do not care anymore. He just wants to make the money. And what he'll probably do is make as much money as possible, actually strip the club, transfer the club for a lot less, and then whoever buys the club, whether it's the Saudis, we're going to have to start again. We're going to have to start again and get in a decent manager in there. Because I can guarantee now, with ambitious owners, ambitious chairman, I can guarantee one thing, the managers will come. Eddie Howe, Chris Wilder, Frank Lampard, they all come. I mean, tries a weird manager out of their clubs who does really well. Thomas Frank will be absolutely amazing. Do you know what? How about Wayne Rooney for Derby? You just never know. So we go on to James. Is Saf would all let him out of the dungeon. We can use him, but no, she keeps him locked away and use excuses like he is injured. We must just lock him up. I totally agree. I mean, Sav loves him. Listen, I had Sav on me chat about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and she was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'd love to get on again. And if I can get her back on again, that'd be absolutely amazing. And she is welcome to come on my channel anytime. I'd love to have Ken on me chat. I'd love to see Samantha back on me chat. Holly as well. Anyone who's come on, Lily, whack it on there, And yeah, she's absolutely all amazing on me chat. And the door's always open. Come on me chat, guys. If you're watching, let us know, and I'll grab you on there, and it'll be fun. So, like I said, would you keep Schar? Would you extend his contract? Would you try and keep Miguel Aimiron? And also, would you take Kris Ajer for, well, it won't be £8 million. It'd be a lot more than £8 million. Let's be real about it, yeah? Probably 16, even on this last year's contract. So, if Newcastle gets relegated, would you ever jump ship and start supporting the Mackham, Sunderland, John, supporting Sunderland? Paul, I'd rather support the Blythe Butchers, mate. Mate, that cannot happen, mate. I just cannot do that. For the life of us, I cannot do that. I mean, no way, horse here. We'd love to get South on, even if you're on my channel. I'll sort out the StreamYards and looking to do some live streams soon. You know what, James? You're welcome anytime, mate. And we get things sorted out for you and let us know. And I'm going to be back on Paul's channel on Monday for the Four Horsemen show at 8 o'clock. I should have been on Monday, but listen, the end of the day, I was told I can have the night off, which I've done. So what can I say? And James, I would keep Lejeune, Schar, Fernandez, and Dummett, Clark, and sell the rest of the defense. So what about you? Yeah, for me, I'll get rid of Lascelles. I don't think he's good enough for me. I mean, Kraft can go. I mean, Dummett, I think he'd be okay as a squad player. For me, me defense is going to have to be anyone between Lejeune, Schar, and Fernandez sort of thing as well. I'll play any of those two in a 4-2-3-1. But we have to stay up first. Where we just stop up is another thing. But I'm worried about Fulham at this moment in time because they are playing cracking football. I think they'll beat Villa in the next game and we'll lose against Spurs. We'll be in the bottom 3 by Sunday. And the good thing is, I'll be leaving Newcastle on Saturday. So I'll do me watch along on Sunday because the traffic's going to be pretty bad because it's Easter Sunday. So, yeah, it should be sorted out. So, yeah, these international breaks gets on my nerves, to be quite honest with you guys. It really is. I just hope it just gets sorted the better because we want the football to come back ASAP. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be games and what can I say? But it's been it's been like a funny week, if I'm honest with you. So you've got people like Gary O'Barnahole talking crap again, backing Steve Bruce yet again, 2 wins in 20. He would have said that if he played for Newcastle, yeah? And then you've got Rio Ferdinand, come out and talking garbage again about Newcastle backing Ashley, and I think it's an absolute joke there. I mean, if you want to come on me show, Gabby or Rio, if you want to come on me show, then let us know, and I'll be quite happy to get you on there, sort of thing. Then we can talk about this, and we just go from there. But I'll treat you gently, but I don't for the fans sort of. And I've got James Gain, ASM fit for Spurs. Wilson not ready till Burnley. Thoughts, do you know what? We need Rotherham fit, but if they're 100% fit, playing them in. If they're not fit or never not fit, I wouldn't rush them in. That's the problem with Steve Bruce. He just brings them in very quickly, and that's why they break down again, and we cannot afford to have that. It just makes it worse. So, yeah, ASM can make a difference. We definitely need Karen Wilson back up front, and we need to play a 4-2-3-1. ASM on the left, Murphy on the right. I'll definitely play our Willock Sean Longstaff as a 10 role, and I'll play up front Callum Wilson. I even dropped Joe Linton next Sunday. And for me, it ain't good enough, baby. It ain't good enough. I mean, I'd love to get a Celtic fans on as well. And come on me chat as well. Talk to me about Ajer as well. How good is he? How dynamic is he? And for me, as a Celtic fan, my second team, I think he's a decent defender. I really, really do. But this could be a clear out in the summer anyway, and it needs a decent manager to take over the club. And it looks as if it's going to be Eddie Howe. Gabby and Rio are chicken shots, and they never come on your show. Yeah, this is the thing. These pundits, more of this, but they don't want to come on, don't they? Do you know what I mean? But I'll treat them gently. Don't worry about that. But at the end of the day, it's all about having an opinions. Yeah, totally agree. And all these people now are turn curtain and say that Newcastle fans are right. I tell you what, I'm telling them to get lost. Tell them to get lost because it's too late. They should have done this months ago, and it's taken until now. So I've got James and Willock and Longstaff partnership. For me, that's Matty, I presume. Has to be used, I think, definitely. It beats having a Shelvin Henrik lineup every single time because you know what it is, right? Those two have got energy. And I feel sorry for Joe Willock in that because he's come here, he's urged to be boost. He's urged to be boost. Wonderful first game, but since then, he hasn't been playing really well. But I won't pin it on him, I'll pin it on Bruce because this manager has destroyed players, and he's going to continue to do that until he is sacked. And this is the thing. We lose on Sunday. We got to lose well. We had to get beat by 3-4-0 against these lot. And then it may just be enough for the players to turn. I think they're going to down tools. I think they're going to let Charlie and Ashley know, look, we don't want to pay for this manager anymore. Just pay the £4 million off him, get him out, get Graham Jones in to the end of the season, and the players will listen to him 100%. But since then, it's been absolutely awful. So it is for what it is. And yeah, it's a hard one. So I got like a DM from someone there. I don't know who it is. I think it might have been Paul, but I'll check up on this later. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. And if you do like any of my channels, could you please stick a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and please just continue to like and send a comment sort of thing. So I've got let's have a look at it. I've got a couple more here. Son is back for Spurs. So you know here to us a new one. I think he will. For me, I think he's the best player for Spurs they've got, just ahead of Kane for me. And we have some great Argentinian players who has player for the team. Who was your favourite player and who should we look in the market? Who should look at their market in one of the best footballer countries? I totally agree there. He's one of the best for talent for me. The favourite Argentinian player for me was Gutierrez. No question. This guy works hard for 90 minutes. The way he got treated of Ashley, which is an absolute disgrace. I'll never forget that. Being told he's going to be released. And he was absolutely gutted. He was absolutely pig sick. Do you know what I mean? Don't forget, it was him that kept us up. He played a left back that day. He kept us up with that goal. And I tell you what, if it hadn't been for him, because he made the game tick, I'll tell you something, we would have been relegated that day. But he made a huge difference for our team. And for me, I would give him another year's contract. No risk, no buts. You know what? If he's manager material, I have him back as manager one day. Not under Ashley, though. Get him on the coaching side. But that ain't going to happen under Ashley. There's no way. Because if I was manager, I'll say, look, get Joel Aston as number 2 because he knows the club in our route. And yeah, Colaccini, yeah, I think he's up there as well. He had a poor first season. But other than that, he just stepped up where it is needed. He's not the reliable of defense, but I tell you something, when he's on it, he is on it, you know. But it is what it is. And yeah, give us Joel Gutierrez any time of the day because I love that player. And wherever you play him, then great. But the problem is, right, people might be saying, oh, God, Jonas, come on, but he gives 110%. So, and Paul said, great podcast, John. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. And I've only done this since November, you know, same time. And I just enjoy it every single day. But I must do 2 streams a day if I can do it. I've got to try doing number 1 at hopefully at 6 o'clock if I can get someone to come on my channel. And hopefully could be any fans who want to come on. I might even get a Spurs fan on as well for next week about their season. And that will be absolutely awesome. So I'm going to wrap it up here. If you do like it, please smash the likes up. And most importantly, please consider subscribing first. And Paul, thanks so much indeed, mate. And look, you take care of yourselves, guys, and enjoy your weekend, whatever you got left of it. And please join us again. And I should send a link on the Twitter to let you guys know I'm going to be on. And thanks a lot, James. And thanks so much to you guys. And have a lovely day. Take care. Bye now.